All right, March 26th. I know this recap is pretty damn late, but I want to go over the trade that I took. I took one trade right here at like 10:41. Doesn't show the execution markers. Oh, it's because I'm on the paper trading account right now, but I was on the Trade of 8 account for my Lucid 50K. Took a quick long here because it was past current session value area low, so we're in a discount technically, and I took the quick little bounce from overnight POC, and I was entered and exit in the same trade, so that was or in the same candle, sorry, so that was really quick, but I'm glad that I kind of waited for this because all this choppiness, like I didn't really want to do much here. Now, to be fair though, when it was ranging, right, and then eventually starts failing at POC, I think it would have been a good idea to put a predictive like, oh, if it just in case if it ever comes to this area, we could hit a quick 1-to-1 and put an entry at VWAP. But this candle, I mean, I have the recording of it, but if you guys were trading this day, you guys can see that it was just like it was pumping up like crazy and then went straight down on the same candle. It was insane. But like, just got to be more predictive of things. Being really and just like sitting in anticipation of potential moves. And another one that I realized I wasn't online for this, but something that I want to continue doing is drawing out potential trade ideas. Like for example, like this breakthrough through this. Here, I'm gonna remove this. Let's say for example, right on this candle right here, we broke through two levels of support, right? So now it acts as a resistance. We retrace back, and now we're gonna displace lower down or further down. So this short with this stop loss right above POC would have been in a really good A plus setup trade because there's current session value area low, overnight POC, and VWAP band one right there to go for a 1-to-1 or even to VWAP band two, which is all the way like 96 points, which is ridiculous. Like this is actually retarded. Um, but that's actually something that I'm kind of thinking about and looking into. Like, okay, especially for the A setups, B or A setups, it doesn't really matter. Any of them that trade with in the direction of the short term trend, which is well, for this one is clearly bearish, right? We were bullish. We're buyers at POC. I mean, overnight value very low. Buyers here as well. It rejected very hard off of overnight POC as well. But after that point, it was really just we're failing to create higher highs. We're just ranging, and then it's going to eventually dump, which is exactly what happened. And so it's bearish in this market. Now that this is an A setup in a bearish market, trading in the direction of the trend, I feel like I could have aimed easily for like overnight value area low or even lower, which it did. What I want to like explore later down the line is like, of course, the runner stuff. I want to first be consistent and be posting green days, day in, day out. But once I beat the buffer, I'm going to start incorporating runners because that's when you can catch like crazy legs like this. Like, look how stupid this looks if you just like stretch it out. Like, that's not even the end of it, right? But it's these breakout trades are insane. And so, something that I realized today is I talked about how I sucked at like breakout trades on like previous days, right? But what I'm realizing is because I was predicting it for it to break out before it even had time to even discuss in the market of whether this is like a fair value or not. Like for example, like the other days when I was thinking it's going to break out, it was like right here. Like it just got into this range. Like it's still going to try to figure out where it's at. My battery's about to die. But what's happening with this breakout is that it's taken the time to discuss with each other of like, okay, is this fair, is this not fair, where do we want to go, do we go higher, do we go lower? We haven't done any of that. We've just been ranging, so we're going to have built up pressure to eventually just melt down to the downside or just skyrocket to the upside. So that's something I realized. Something I'm also curious about, I actually just talked about it, but if I put TPs for my A setups that are in line with the short-term trend, would the next VWAP band or the key level still hit? So that's something that I want to test out. So I'm trying to keep that in mind. I'm kind of like journaling my trades to see if that would be the case. If so, I will adjust my trading style just a little bit so that I don't just go for arbitrary 1-to-1s. I put my stops and I put my TPs at at logical levels that actually make sense, and that's backed by data. But yeah, that's basically it for today. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah, before my laptop dies, I'll close this out.